every time I press the wrong button and don't end up bringing myself on stream. No problem. I'm here. It's all good. How's everyone doing? Great to see you all. Just bear with me. I just need to do a quick. What's everyone been up to today? Oh, and oh. What day is it? I have no idea. Monday. Yeah, good to see you all. Sorry, I just had to post out again. My bad. I should have had that ready. But I've been messing about. I've had rehearsals today with Alex and Ben. Obviously with social distancing. It was a lot of fun. We've been playing a handful of songs, getting ready for Saturday. And Ben left his pad. So I'm gonna loop it. I'm just gonna mess about. I literally just decided that about 10 minutes ago. Maybe 15 minutes ago. Tried looping it quickly. It kind of worked. And then I had approval from Sean quickly. He said it sounded half decent, I guess. And then that was it. The rest is history. It's going to be amazing. Probably not. Okay, so we've got Imi in the comments. Well done. First in the comments. Hit that like button. Yeah, good shout. Yeah, you're all doing it. I can see. Wicked. Hey, Mum. Lovely to see you again. Thank you for joining us. Who else we got in the comments? Maggie, great to see you. I'm looking forward to catching up with you guys on the weekend. Dawn, thank you very much for buying some raffle tickets. I've just seen that come through. Wicked. So that's, I think, now 17 people in the raffle, which is great. We will hopefully will have, keep them coming throughout the day, all that sort of stuff. But extremely buzzing by that already. So thanks. You're in the running to buy to get some decent merch from all the bands. They've been very generous and put together some cool little bundles. In fact, I'm going to post out about that real soon. Who else we got? My dad's at golf. It's totally understandable. With my brothers, complete cop out. That is not good. Anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. Michael Cope, great to see you, mate. Hope the rehearsal has gone well for Saturday. Yeah, it did. It did go well. But it's weird to be playing shows or playing anything, like any music with other people. That's the first time since lockdown that I've had anyone really at the studio apart from Connor, who's obviously been here helping me set up and get sorted out. A bit strange, but yeah, it is. It's good. Who else we got? The last minute are in the comments. My 99th birthday today. Got a new camera angle. Yeah, only because I've got this. I just thought I'd show you in. I'll put it back afterwards. I know it might be twitching people out a little, which is fine. You know, personally, I preferred the other angle, but I just wanted to put this in real time so then you could see it. See me ruin it when I loop it. Right, so I'm going to play a song and then we're going to get Sean on, who's absolute diamond. Yeah, he's such an incredible musician, really, really talented. He's jumped on all these live streams and he's been really like active during lockdown and stuff like that. He's been on the show once before, quite early on. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to hanging out with him and hearing his original music. I think he's going to be doing some covers as well tonight. Excuse me. Right, I'm going to crack on and ruin this loop. Okay. Okay, here we go. Wish me luck. Oh, man. stay inside. That's not who I am now, that's not what I want. Lately I've been thinking I'm just like everyone. And so yeah, you keep things simple, smile and be grateful. You know that everything's gonna be alright. If this ain't living, then I don't know what is. Just know that everything's gonna be just fine. Why do eyes don't wanna be divided by who I used to be? Coasting, I just need a rest. Lately I've been thinking it's all inside my head. And so it is. You keep things simple, smile and be grateful. You know that everything's gonna be alright. If this ain't living, then I don't know what is. Just know that everything's gonna be just fine. Why your eyes don't wanna be divided by who I used to be. So yes, you keep things simple, smile and be grateful. You know that everything's gonna be alright. If this ain't living, then I don't know what is. Just know that everything's gonna be just fine. Why do eyes don't wanna be divided by who I used to be? Yeah, it's those endings, man. Still can't quite understand how to stop the loop pedal, and you know, I'm learning, I'm working it out, I'm getting there. But yeah, I'm going to have to invest in a little one of these pad things, eh? Okay, now I'm going to just sort this room out because it is a mess. Okay, that's a bit better. Anyways, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Okay, I ran over a little. I'm going to jump right into the show now. Let's invite Sean on. There was a moment just a minute ago where I was a bumbling idiot and wasn't entirely sure what the best way of telling people, but essentially Sean is visually impaired or blind, and he just said, I don't care how you say it. He's just such a cool, awesome, down-to-earth guy, and he's just like really nice, and it was quite an awkward moment for me, but he made me feel very very at ease afterwards because he's just such a funny person, and he was just like, look, Matt, just chill, relax, it's absolutely fine. So as I say, he's an incredible musician and so talented. I'm really looking forward to having him on the show. So if you've not met him before, then you're in for a right treat. So without further ado, let's bring him on. Yo, Sean, how's it going?
Hi, Matt.
Good to see you, mate.
Good. I love that I got
How you doing? All right?
Fanfare.
You what, sorry?
I got a fanfare. Andy cleared the room up for me, even though we're not even in the same place.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, mate, honestly, I'm just buzzing to have you back on the show. Obviously, last time you came... Last time you came on, it was quite early on in the streams, but I'm on 99 streams now.
Woo!
I know, it's mental, isn't it?
99.
Woo!
Hashtag it or whatever.
Yeah,
you do.
man.
Young people.
And but yeah, you have been doing your fair share of streaming as well, haven't you? You've been, busy on the big World Wide Web.
Yeah, I've been streaming every week for the last. I don't actually know. I wish I'd kept count, but for quite some time now.
Yeah.
We're bringing that to monthly now, so that's been equal parts fun, interesting, great to talk to everyone like this. Hi everyone. Great to talk to people.
Say hello to Sean, everyone in the comments.
An absolute stress ball at the same time, getting sound and stuff ready. I'm surprised.
Yeah, honestly, Frank's got your back every time. He's really cool at helping you out. It's I really enjoy speaking to him as well, and we soundcheck was it actually ran pretty well this time. I think last time it was very early days for us both. So Frank's going, so what do I do? And I'm like, I have no idea what to do because I didn't know how to live stream at that time, and I think we're both. I think we can both say we're pros now.
Ooh, maybe you're a pro. For me, I don't know. I'd say more a slightly less clueless amateur.
No, I very much doubt it, mate.
That first song you played was an absolute bop, by the way.
Oh, thank you, mate.
I figured out the chords and I was strumming along and stuff.
Oh, nice, man. No, it's a little 4-chord tricker, and it's my latest single, actually. I've just put it out.
I know. I heard it. I was listening.
On
Spotify.
Nice.
Somewhere.
So, have you been working on any new music? Have you been working on new covers or just writing? What's been happening in your world?
In the world of Sean, I've been doing a bit of both. I mean, it's not like for the last month or two, I've had much else to occupy myself other than stressing about sound. But I've done a bit of both. I've written some new stuff. I've got halfway through writing some new stuff, then decided it was terrible and thrown it away, and then come back to it later and been like, what was I thinking? And that seems to be a metaphor for everything. But, and I've
as in, what were you thinking to throw it away, or what were you thinking to the song itself? I think, man, sometimes it's good to put a song to the side and just and just let it have a bit of space and like just kind of work out what happens afterwards. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, I keep coming up with instrumentals and stuff, but the stuff I want to write about might not match up with that because I think I said on here before. I don't know. It's different for every songwriter and each person and whatever else, but for me, I feel that you can only really write songs about stuff you actually can relate to. It's
of course.
Stop being a bit romantic or whatever, but that's why I've never actually really written a love song because I don't understand it yet. It's not something I can therefore. It's like if you were to have someone come and give a speech on a subject to you.
Yeah.
Or wax poetic about something, and they had no clue what they were talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I think same as with music.
I 100% agree with you, and I think you can kind of tell as well when someone writes a song that they don't mean, or although saying that, you can deliver a song like
you can
sometimes
find meaning in other people's words.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's where I was kind of going to go with it.
You don't have
you
to
could play someone else's cover, couldn't you?
Exactly. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, some of the look at All Along the Watchtower, or some of the other most famous covers ever done. I mean, I love Dylan as much as the next person, but it's that old thing about. I mean, it's why people recite poetry, or why we read poetry, or why we write music.
Yeah.
Of our own, because
somewhere
there's this
we
big
related
long
to
chain,
it.
Exactly, this big long chain of links. You've either been inspired by something on around you, or something you read.
Got you. Yeah.
To deliver that in a different format is just as important, I'd say.
Yeah, 100%. Quite agree with that, mate. We've got deep there real quick.
Real deep. The meaning of life. No.
Do you know that answer? Because
42.
Yeah, sorry.
I feel like an astronaut, by the way, wearing these. So I forgot I'd have to wear headphones as well. Being
oh yeah, man.
I'm wearing sunglasses as well. I feel like I'm, Apollo 11 crew with the goggles and the.
Yeah, man. You look cool, man. It's all good. Don't worry.
Oh, thanks.
Right, dude. Because I ran over a little on my tune because it took me a while to loop the track. I got a bit scared and I started panicking about whether I was going all right. But anyway,
Absolutely.
nonetheless,
I'm terrified of loop pedals.
I've
Can
only.
you imagine that one mistake you make and you just
It's just a nightmare,
stranded?
man. Yeah, it's almost on par or close to like if you've got a delay pedal and then you hit the wrong note and it just the delay trail goes ding 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 ding, ding, ding or whatever. It's horrible.
I don't even want to think about that. I've never used a delay pedal, but I've got a delay factor on the mixing desk I'm using right now, and I don't want to go near it with a 10-foot long pole kind of thing. It's too scary.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
At least if you're playing a guitar, any mistake you make is going to be human. It's not going to be.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Right. Anyway, as I say, I think because I ran over a little on my tune, should we get your first song from you? And we'll get any comments, any questions in the comments or anything. And
Any comments in the questions?
Is that what I said?
If it came close to it, I think.
Any comments in the questions? Any questions in the comments, please? Sweet. I'll make you full screen. Enjoy. I'll speak to you soon.
Frank, not distortion. God. I got my head done back when I was young. Easy, it's not my problem. I got my head checked by a jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. Woo! And I feel heavy metal, got my pins and my needles. Not lying, I'm easy, but all of the time I'm still never sure. Do I need you? Pleased to meet you. I got my head done back when I was young. And it's not my problem, no, no, it's not my problem. Woo! And I feel heavy metal, my pins and my needles. My lie, well, I'm easy, but all of the time I'm still never sure. Do I need you? Do I need you? Pleased to meet you, child. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I got my head checked by a jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. And I got my head done back when I was young. It's not my problem, no, it's not my problem. Woo! And I feel heavy metal, my pins and my needles. Now I'm easy, but all of the time I'm still never sure. Did I need you?
Mate, that was so cool.
Oh, thank you. I do
Honestly,
apologise.
that is probably the best.
Messed up the lyrics a little bit in the verse bit.
What? No, I was going to ask. Have I been singing? Because you sang it with so much conviction. I genuinely thought I've been singing the lyrics wrong all that time. I was like, have I been singing the wrong words? But it just worked really well.
I'm sorry. I was just going with the flow. Mucked it up the first time. But I was like,
honestly, what a cover, man! Like, I've never heard the song played like that before, and
thank you.
Just sounds sick like that. Just with the delivery of the acoustic guitar and the vocal hooks and everything, it's all on point. It's all there, and it's just a tune, mate.
That came out very conceited. I don't mean my version. I mean the original.
Your version is a banger, mate. Own it, because it absolutely is a banger.
Look how great I am.
Yes.
No,
honestly, mate, getting a lot of love in the comments. People
Thanks,
saying how
guys.
great it sounds. Very talented, great voice. Fantastic, Sean. Great lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wish I'd written them. Even though
lots
they
of
don't make
love.
any sense.
You've definitely made that song your own. I'll put it that way. Like it stands up, man. It's wicked. Love
Thank you.
Exactly.
Reassuring to hear.
Cornell says, now that's how you put a spin on a song. Nicely done.
Thanks,
Absolutely
Cornell.
agree with that. 100%.
Is that right, Cornell?
Yeah, Cornell, yeah.
Cornell Stokes.
Cornell Daly.
Aye.
That's his name.
Hi, Cornell Daly.
So, right, honestly, mate, because that's not the only cover that you do, that rendition, like that sort of style. You've kind of put your own twist on a lot of other people's covers. You do really similar sort of vein with the Nirvana one as well, which is probably one of my favourite ones you do. And
I gave that one the same treatment as the Nirvana.
I just love it, man. It works really well, that style.
Well, I guess, I don't know, there's only so much. I mean, I love this guitar and I love playing on my own, but there's only so much you can do without a loop pedal or a band or whatever. And I find that a lot of those heavier songs, like well, obviously Song 2 and Nirvana, if you just change the rhythm on it, you can make it into a kind of bluesier, well, as you heard just there, a kind of bluesier cover of it. And then you can kind of just roll with it. And even when you're doing a jam, the drum beats are easier to follow or whatever, and it's easier for other musicians to get involved because, like Nirvana, and in that one, there's only about 4 chords through the entire thing.
Yeah.
And so it's a really good one to get, like, if you want a song for everyone just to jump on board with, it's a good choice. That's why.
Exactly.
And then when did it as well.
And when you can find the groove like that, and you kind of slow it all down, and it's got like a bit of a swagger to it. It becomes like a little bit more of a free for all the musicians to kind of put their own stamp to it if you are jamming it out.
It's dead easy to solo to as well.
Yeah. Oh, wicked. I'm assuming like you'll be back at doing that at, open mics or local shows and stuff like that once gigs start happening again.
On.
Well, when they obviously when they happen.
That's a question. When do you think the music's going to start coming back to, well, near us?
I'll be honest, mate. I'll be amazed if it happens this year. I really will. But at the same time, even if it does happen this year, I don't think it will be as we knew it. Or I think it's going to be.
Now.
I think it's going to be of a different style and slightly. There's going to be a lot of red tape and a lot more restrictions and things like that.
Mic covers and stuff, a lot more changing the equipment and that.
Yeah, I'd say so. Especially like I think open mics are going to have to stop, for a long while. And I actually haven't thought about that, but yeah, of course, when you think about an open mic, you've got 20, 30 different people crammed in one bill, just trying to rotate 2 or 3 songs at a time.
If I'm honest, I'm a little nervous about the gap now that's coming up. It's like everything else is slowly getting, like, business-wise is slowly getting, but I mean, with the whole arts in general, theatres and whatever else, it's going to take us a while, I think, to recover from this.
I think it's just about coming up with your own little solution within within the bubble, and to make sure that you're able to fulfill what it is that you want to achieve. So if that's like financially, there are many ways to make money through playing, whether it be online and stuff, or if it's just to fulfill your need in performing in general. you can do it on a much smaller scale in like garden shows, garden parties, that kind of thing.
Course,
I
yeah,
think that's going to be the done thing. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I honestly don't know what the future holds, really.
No, true. It's gonna. I reckon there's gonna be a lot more kind of live stream gigs and stuff. Like you're playing this Saturday. Stoked to watch that, by the way.
Yeah, man. I'm well looking forward to it. I'm just looking forward to it. It feels like I organised it and it was like months and months and months to go, and then it's now here, and I'm like, oh god, still got lots to sort out. But yeah, it's all good, man.
So what exactly is going on with that? Just out of interest, my own interest.
So there's essentially there's 16 bands playing on throughout 8 hours. So there's basically from 12 till 8. There'll be like 20-minute sets, some half an hour sets, and then 45-minute set at the end from my brothers. And essentially, it's just to try showcase as much music in a short window of time as possible, and also to celebrate 100 live streams, and also to kind of give back as well to the music industry, even if it is just a small section of it. Essentially, all of the money raised throughout the day, even from merchandise sales to raffle tickets, everything, like it's 100% of the profit will be going to them. So I've got like all the any merch that I've got for my for the company Assembly Point will be going to them, and essentially, hopefully, we'll be able to give a little back, because if I could have put absolutely every band that's been on the streams on the lineup, I would have. Maybe I should have done in hindsight a part 2, and done like 2 days. But logistically,
no one can ask you to do more than you planned. Like, I think that's pretty cool.
Of course, yeah, but I because obviously there's so much talent on the whole on these streams that I've had, and further afield. I've watched a number of live streams and they've not necessarily been on this show, and I've been like, oh, I'd love to have them on or whatever. All that said, it would have been nice to have been able to put another lineup together, and maybe there's room for that later on in the year. Who knows? We'll just see.
Absolutely. I mean, that is one good thing to come out of the lockdown. I'm sure, well, for all the people watching this and stuff, you do find, every day different people doing different live streams on different groups and just in general, and you find plenty of new music to listen to and stuff. But some people have Spotify, some people don't, but it's really opened my eyes to more local. I mean, I was seeing enough people when I was going out and playing, but there's plenty of people doing live streams and whatever in the evenings, and that's always worth watching. Just
100%. I mean, for me as well, I can honestly say I've consumed more music during lockdown than ever, or at least for a long time. And I feel like this is the new way of doing it, I think, and it's actually quite nice to be a part of it. And you're very much a part of it, and there's a lot of my friends that I've seen playing and performing every night and doing live streams and stuff, other people that I'm working with and stuff. I really feel like everyone's just totally embraced it and just bit the bullet and got on with it. It's not the most ideal situation, is it? But it's good.
Well, absolutely. I mean, while the weekly live streams were really fun, very stressful, but really fun to do, but it also gives you something to work towards. I think there's a real, you see it not just with musicians, but with everyone. As soon as bars and shops and whatever else close down, there's a real tendency to just fall back and do nothing. In fact, I'm fairly sure most people spent about 2 months just doing very little in lockdown, whereas I had this weekly thing to work towards and learn new songs and try out new things, and that just gives you a target. And small targets keep you not just in lockdown, but in general. As long as you have something to work towards, you'll be just fine.
Yeah, I do agree with that. But how I feel about it is I'm even before lockdown, I was very much.
We've always been a go-getter.
A million mile an hour all of the time. I feel like I've just got to sort of have my teeth in something at some point. Whether it's putting shows on, performing, writing, recording, whatever, everything. I've just got to do it all. And when lockdown came, for people to just sit back and chill and just enjoy the music or enjoy the the entertainment that's been offered, or just sit and watch Netflix, that to me is more than okay. I feel like if that is their way of coping and getting through a situation,
Oh
then
yeah,
I think
absolutely.
all for it.
No kind of that might have come out wrong. No kind of.
No, I just wanted
I'm just
to point
saying exactly. Yeah, you know.
but for probably yourself and for me, it was kind of like, how do you fill that void that's blatantly been taken away from us? You know.
Well, exactly. The space is at least a good thing, like you just said, for many people. Like giving yourself something to work towards, like I said, is one thing, but the fact that you've got time to get it just right every week, and you'll know with stuff like this every day for you, it's kind of like, I think it's imperative to the human mind and the human condition that we have to have something to do, basically, to keep us satisfied. And for me and you, obviously, it's music, and for other people, it's whatever they want to do.
Exactly. What I love as well, what's really amazing is for people, I find it really cool that a lot of new artists are coming out of the woodwork just because they've finally, had a bit of a break from their busy, chaotic life. Yeah, the daily job or whatever else it might be. And they've completely embraced it and just gone, right, okay, well, how can I get some new music out? I know so many people that have just have been stuck and wanted to do it, and I'll be honest, I'm one of them. I haven't released anything since 2016, and this is my first release since then. And that's not because
I'm tracking as well. Like not being nice or anything. That is an absolute bop. Like
thanks, man. Move. I appreciate that. It's completely different to what I've ever done before in genre-wise.
It's a lot more dancey than your other stuff.
Yeah. I was poppy as old, man.
I know how to talk.
I just figured I could quite easily just put out another rock kind of song, something down the line, or essentially just do another City of Lights tune, and do it very simple, like the way that I always used to do. But I just figured I'd just try something a little different.
To branch out, though, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it seems to be going
new music or whatever.
Really well received. So, any when it comes to your new music that you've been working on, is any of it sticking? You were saying you were sort of putting some of it to the side. Are you?
Yeah, well, like the one I'm going to play in a minute, I assume.
Yeah,
if you'll let me. If you'll let me.
You can do what you want, mate. Yeah.
Is one that I wrote about a month ago through lockdown.
Nice.
And so yeah, I am making good progress, but it's kind of slow and steady wins the race. It always has been with me. But
Absolutely.
It's also weird. Like, I don't know if anyone in the comments has this kind of attitude. Some days you'll try for hours to come up with lyrics or whatever. You'll grind away, writing different things down, then scrapping it or putting it aside, and then writing different melodies or whatever. And you basically won't get anywhere. And then another day you wake up and you've written a song in about an hour and a half. It's like Noel Gallagher said, a lot of the best Oasis songs, Supersonic and all the rest of them, they came out of about an hour and a half's work.
Yeah.
And I find that it's weird like that. Like this song I ended up writing in about 2 hours one afternoon when I just had the kind of urge. And yeah, it's weird. It comes and it goes. And that's the most frustrating thing, not just about songwriting, but about anything that's like that. You find yourself kind of riding the wave, and then suddenly the wave is gone the next day, and you're back to swimming.
Yeah. But you still enjoy every second of it. You still searching for that next wave to ride, aren't you?
Exactly. That's you put your thumb bang on it. Even when you're not riding the wave, you're looking for the next one to ride. Why do we keep talking about waves?
I don't know. Do you fancy going surfing? I'm up for it.
I'm terrible at surfing.
I've been once and I couldn't stand up. I'll be honest.
I got the one time. I went surfing with a group of friends at school, so we were all visually impaired, if you want to be PC about it, blind if you're like us. But we were all
cool, man.
We were all trying to surf, and the most irritating thing was that, like, I have no balance whatsoever, and all my friends are standing up around me, and I would get onto one foot, and then the surfboard, completely of its own accord, nothing to do with me, would decide to go off in one direction and I would go off in the other. And I swear there's only so many times you can kind of fall face first into the water before you just become dejected and miserable.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, when we went surfing, it was just an absolute nightmare. We were all hanging and we were not very particularly good, and I got close to standing up a few times, but I just got absolutely driven into the sea,
That's
like
the worst
proper,
bit.
like smashing my
When you
face
just
into the sea.
when you just get
Oh,
knocked
man.
off, like
Yeah.
normally you're kind of like, oh well, could have happened to anyone. But it's when you get your one foot and you're like, I'm doing it, and you hear
I'm
I don't know,
doing it, I'm
Chariots
gonna
of
do it, I'm
Fire
gonna do
starts
it. And then
playing
there's
in
a
the back of
boom.
your head,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then the board goes off in one direction. You just get this kind of miserable moment of surfing just isn't my sport.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's how you write songs. Is you just talk about how you just got
That's a good
absolutely
subject.
smashed by waves and whatever.
Smashed
But
by
yeah,
Waves. That sounds like a band name.
Smashed by waves. We are smashed by waves. All right, man. Let's hear this new song you're talking about,
All
and
right.
on that note, and surfs up.
Can I have the reverb on? Right. 1, 2. Yep. We good? Cool. Are you crawling over valleys and mountains that you think you own? Are you moving back to the hell that you call home? I was speaking, are you seeking to put your homegrown puppets upon the throne? Are you crawling to find your way back home? Did you think you was something new? This game was one you could win. They put their trust in you. Did you let your demons in? Did you really think you had the chance to change a single thing when your heart was set on being a king? Watch him blinking, and he's thinking of various ways to avoid the fire. And he's caught in the public eye, caught in a lie, and he can see the flames are rising high. Well, now ain't it a shame the way it all turned out? He should have kept his head down, never opened his mouth, but he feels a twinge of shame when he thinks we started this game as a boy who just wanted to make a change. Did he think he was something new? This game was one you could win. Turn your back on you, let your demons in. Really think you had a chance to change a single thing when your heart's set on being a king? Watch the stones fly, keep your head down, and the crows dive, keep your head down, and your friends try, keep their heads down. Keep away from you now, and the stones fly, keep your head down, and the crows dive, keep your head down, and your friends try, keep their head down. Being me is no good now. Did you think you was something new? This game was one you could win, and they put their trust in you. You just let your demons in. Did you really think you had a chance to change a single thing when your heart's set on being a king? Did you think you was something new? This game was one you could win. They put their trust in you, and you let your demons in. Did you ever think you had the chance to change a single thing when your heart's been set on being a king.
I'm totally blown away, mate. Your songwriting is incredible.
I mean, yeah, like I said, that one still needs a bit of work and stuff, but I figured I'd give it a, I've never played that one on the live streams or whatever, but I'd give it a bit of a bash.
I just think
because
it's got all the parts, man. It really does sound awesome. It's really good melodies.
Thanks.
Good solid structure. Just good work, man. I love it.
It's always nice to get good feedback, but I mean, it's like I was saying, I don't know if any of you picked up on the lyrics of that one, but I seriously think, I've said it enough times, but you can only write about stuff you understand it. And that one, without going into too much details about what I believe and whatever else, that one is a song that is very much about when there is someone, be it personal, be it political, be it in general, that you believe is the best for one thing, and you put your trust in them, and then it backfires because they're just the same. They're just human, just like you. And that's why, did you think you were something new? Because a lot of people who try to take these burdens on, be it leadership, be it just as a friend to someone, they often don't realize just what they're kind of getting themselves in for, and then it all blows up. And that's what that song's about in general, I guess.
Mate, that's cool. That's such a great, sort of insight to the song. Very, honestly, very cool, very relatable. I think everyone wants to, almost to a certain degree, offer a helping hand, but sometimes doesn't realise
exactly
that
sometimes you end up drowning as well.
Yeah, I love that concept of you basically just saying they're as human as the next person, and it almost becomes all that the other, potentially the other person's burden then becomes the helping person's burden too.
Absolutely. I mean, I think if I'm going to open up a little bit, I think I can. In the situation we found out, not just in the lockdown, but in the last few years, let's look at politics. Everything is becoming more divided. I don't know if you know what I mean, but everyone, no matter which way you vote or who you believe in, it's kind of you're with us or against us.
Yeah.
Never mind the fact that every politician who gets slandered in whatever paper you read or whatever is just a normal person like you or I, kind of thing. And that's just an example of how the song kind of, one of the things that inspired it, because I think it's very easy, that line about Stones, it's very easy for us to condemn each other, and then say you try and offer a helping hand in just the most basic thing, and you end up floundering kind of, and that's the best I can say, really. Very
cool, mate. I love the idea of the concept. Honestly, I think I can't elaborate on any more than that, because it's just absolutely you've nailed it. You've absolutely nailed it. And as I said to you before, even if you hadn't have described the concept of the song, it still holds up as a first time listen. And to now have that context makes it just all that much better as well. So fair play to you, mate.
Thanks, man. That's really nice to hear, especially from another songwriter. I've only ever played that to close family and stuff, so I figured I'd give it a try with someone who can give me a bit of context about it, and whatever. So I hope you guys watching enjoyed it as well.
I definitely think they did, man. You're getting a lot of love in the comments again.
Thank you, comments.
So that's great. We have had a few questions in, if you'd like to take some of them.
Let's go.
Okay, so and also Michael Cope says wise words, Sean. So there you go.
Oh God, I can't even remember what I've said. Sorry, Michael.
It's the last thing you said, mate.
I'd be terrible if I was in any position of power. You said this on whatever did I? I don't remember
did I?
saying
No, I didn't. Be fine. Yeah. Okay, so I think we had this question last time, but let's just see how we go. How did you get into music, and what advice would you give to any musicians who are trying to make it into music?
Oh, bloody hell. I got into music because of my family, I'd say, through basic bullying, to be honest. No, I have an Irish family, and every time there's a family get-together, someone, usually everyone, is made to perform.
Yeah.
Through, I wouldn't say, it's not peer pressure in a bad way, I was joking. It's just, there's a kind of we're a very musical
encouragement.
Family. Exactly, that's the word, encouragement. We're a very musical family, and it's just nice. There's nothing nicer than, you know, you get one guitar out and the whole family sit around, and it gets passed from person to person, and that's kind of what catapulted me into it from a very young age.
Yeah.
And my granddad, who is my hero, love you, Tommy, he got me guitar lessons when I was 11, and I'd been playing the piano. No disrespect to piano, in fact, the opposite to piano players. My mother had got me piano lessons, and I was just not interested in that instrument, like, at all. It was so big and hefty.
Yeah.
And I had no desire to play it. And then
imagine rocking up to an open mic with a grand piano.
Exactly, yeah.
You just like roll it in.
All, but even they're pretty hefty, you know. But and then there was this thing put in my hands. Obviously, you know, my first guitar I ever had that had been in the family for years, and it was not easy. It was bloody hard, but it was something that you could just sit in my room and twinkle away on, you know.
Yeah.
Twinkle away. God, where do these words come from? But
that sounds like more like the piano man.
Exactly, and from there, kind of, I always loved listening and singing music, and then from there, kind of, I got more and more into it. Obviously, when I was 15, I started getting singing lessons because I just realized that if you're not, I don't know if you ever had them, but when you get taught, it's like any sort of like guitar lessons, like you can teach yourself a lot of stuff, but once you're given key points to go off of, like
100%. I personally haven't had any lessons, and you can tell.
I disagree there. That's what I'm saying, like, it's not fundamental.
Mate, I was fishing there, and you took the bait straight away. Well done. No, I'm only joking. I'm
too kind. Matt, what are you doing as a musician? God.
Yeah, you suck. My feelings. Nah, man.
No, exactly. So it's like you can figure your way out and be pretty bloody good. I mean, no one taught Noel Gallagher how to play the guitar.
No.
You know, but like I say, it's fine to use stepping stones to get where you're going, I think.
100%.
I totally don't regret any of it. And my love for music just kept growing every year I was playing, and every year I was singing and listening to music. And then when I was 17, I started going to open mics and jams, and basically from there, here I am. So I guess the only thing I'd say, oh God, I feel like I'm some sort of professional by answering how would another musician get into music. I think it's like anything, to be honest. Anyone who is interested in drama, in arts, or in anything, I think you've just got to follow it. Anything that makes your life worth living, you pursue that. You take it with both hands, and you don't let go, because it's very easy for each one of us have our problems, you know, be it something like this, or be it something in your head, or be it just your basic circumstances, and whatever brings a little bit of light in there is what you need to take hold of with both hands. And if you can, make a career out of it. So be it acting, be it being someone else, be it painting, putting your thoughts and your dreams onto paper, or whatever else, or into sculpture, or be it playing music, doing exactly the same thing but with sound. It can be so freeing. And I think what I'm trying to say in a very long and convoluted and ultimately boring way is that
it's definitely not boring, mate. You've got the audience on the in the palm of your hand right now. Definitely.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that make sure you actually love it if you're going to do it. Don't do it because other people tell you to do it. Don't do it because you think you've been told you're good at it, and you think, well, I'd rather do it than doing something else. Do it because you actually enjoy it and you want to do it, and you love playing in front of people, and you want to keep doing that. That's the best I can say with anything.
I think you hit the nail on the head again, mate.
LaBeouf, just do it. No.
Yeah, exactly. I was just thinking that. Well, actually, I'll be honest. That Shia LaBeouf meme has got me through a few moments. I'm not even lying. There are times
you love Shia.
There are a few times where I'm just like overthinking and absolutely, completely, totally in my own thoughts. Yeah. But the reality of it is just do it.
It's very easy to spend. It's very easy to spend a lot of time looking at the water before you dive in, I think, and you've just got to take the plunge, and that's what I'd say to anyone wanting to get into music. Oh God! No matter how many times you fall in, the surfboard will at one point stay under your feet.
Yeah.
But exactly. Even if people tell you you're no good at something, if it brings genuine joy to your life, keep doing it.
Yeah, man.
Unless it's illegal. Murder is not to be
done.
Done. That's not a thing to follow.
Murder is not to be done.
or any sort of crime. Just saying.
Yeah, man. We don't advocate that.
No advocation.
Okay, so let's have another question, man. We've got where do you see yourself in a year's time? What I like about the thing that you were
Please
just
tell me
talking
that was
about there.
Get it?
Oh man, no, I don't think it was, but oh mate.
Hey, it's one of the advantages. But no.
Okay.
Where do I see myself in a year's time? Well, I'm going to uni. I'm 19, so I'm hopefully going to uni this September to study music. So hopefully I'll finish my first year there, and I'll still be doing more of the same. Hopefully the music industry will have got back to normal, and there'll be more gigs and stuff, and more followers. Not to sound... Follow me, everyone, please. But
yeah, definitely.
you
I'll
know.
put your thing on the screen. Give Sean a follow on Facebook and Instagram. There you go. There's a cheeky little plug.
Yeah, but hopefully just keep... I love what I'm doing at the minute, to be honest, even with the lockdown, playing every week and whatever. And like I say, even though we've made it monthly, I'm still going to be doing Instagram lives. I'm going to be on playing over the weekend this weekend. So hopefully, if my life is good at the minute, I've got a lot of the people I love and care for around me, and I'm doing what I enjoy. And hopefully in a year, I'll be doing exactly the same.
Great.
So,
that's awesome.
thank you to whoever commented that.
We are running out of time, so what I want to do is try fire through a few more questions, and then we'll
I'll
get your
try
final
and
song.
Keep it short.
No, it's you elaborate as much as you like. I just thought I'd give you a heads up. That's all, mate. Honestly, you're so entertaining. I could listen to you all day, anyways. So it's all good. So let's
Tell
just
Attenborough
try
I'm
and rattle
coming
through a
from.
few questions and see how we get on. What's your earliest musical memory?
Oh, bloody hell. Musical memory.
Yeah.
Probably properly.
It actually says listening to other artists, Sean. I think so. It says, "What's your earliest musical memories listening to other artists?"
Well, I guess one of my, like I said, Irish music. I play a lot of Irish music. I do. I before this all, I was playing regular slots at playing folk music. I love the Irish folk music. I'm actually going to finish off on a folk song for tonight,
Cool.
a cover. And I think one of my earliest memories is actually sitting in the back of my granddad, Tommy's car, and him just putting various different Irish folk singers, the Clancy's, the Clancy brothers, Christy Moore, all the rest of it, putting these CDs on, and I was just blown away. I was only about 4, and I had no idea what they were saying or what these words meant from these, oftentimes hundreds of years old songs. But they just touched something inside me and inside a lot of people, I think. It's like listening to history, I guess, and without going on and on about it. I think that's my earliest and most influential memory, I'd say.
Very cool, mate. Let's have another one. Being visually impaired, how do you go about remembering all the lyrics? Do you have a boatload of recordings, or is it just an incredible memory?
I'd say just repetition. It's the same way. I know a lot of blind actors and actresses who either record themselves or just, if they're in a play, watch different versions. And for me, it's listening to the song. Repetition, hearing it over and over again helps. Also, just memorizing and singing it to myself a lot of the time. But yeah, a lot of it just happens naturally. Like, I'll start playing a song and be like, oh, I already know the lyrics to this, or I'll be like, oh, those lyrics are easier than I thought, and stuff like that, and it'll just stick. But I wish it had been the same with bloody schoolwork. If I could remember dates and whatever, maybe I'd do better.
Yeah. Well, you can't have it all, mate. That's it.
Nope.
Yeah. It's one of them, innit? Right. I think let's get your final tune. You said that this is going to be another cover.
Yeah, this is a song that I actually did with you. We released the video of it recently, and it's
nice.
done very well. So if you haven't seen that, go give it a watch, please.
Nice. Is it on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and stuff? You got links everywhere.
Yep.
Great.
It's on YouTube and Facebook.
Great.
Sorry, just gonna.
You don't worry, man. So Sean's going to play a song now that's on his YouTube channel. I've put his Instagram and Facebook on screen now. If you want to check that out at some point as well, you feel free to follow him and like him on both those platforms.
Thanks, Matt. But yeah,
I just feel in the airtime.
This is a track by Christy Moore, who first time I ever heard was in the back of my granddad's car, like I say. He's a brilliant artist. And this is a song called Ride On, and it's a love song primarily, but I think it can be applied to any time, you know, someone who you love has left you in any sort of way, be it in a relationship or be it through more, even worse things, you know. And it's just a very cathartic, I've found, to get your emotions out, and I hope you guys like it.
Sweet.
All right. You good to turn it? True, you ride the finest horse I've ever seen. Standing 16, 1 or 2, with eyes wild and green. You ride that horse so well, your hands light to the touch. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. There you ride into the night, don't leave a trace behind. Run your claw along my gut one last time. Turn and face the empty space where you used to lie, and look for the spark that lights the night through a teardrop in my eye. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, I'll see you. No, I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. True, you ride the finest horse that I've ever seen. Standing 16, 1 or 2, with eyes wild and green.
Mega.
Yeah, so
Wicked.
right on.
Well done, man. It's been so fun tonight. I've really enjoyed having you on the show, and as always, you're just a all-round great entertainer, brilliant performer, and like just extremely talented, mate. And you should be mega
Thanks,
proud
man.
of yourself. And it's a pleasure to have you on the show. And I look forward to sort of seeing more of your streams and stuff. When's your next stream?
I'll be playing this weekend in Ian's open mic night.
Oh, nice.
So I know.
Is
you
that the Sunday sessions?
The Sunday sessions. That's the one. I'll be doing that one. So
Nice.
hopefully. Are you doing that one this week or giving it a miss?
I'm not personally playing it, but I'll most likely tune in now.
Thank you.
I'll definitely tune in, especially knowing that you're on the lineup, which is always good. In fact, to be fair to Ian, he always puts together a really good good open mic.
Yeah,
he's very good at it.
People on there.
Yeah, it's definitely worth checking out.
Absolutely. So yeah, thank you so much for having me back. Sorry to everyone. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but I've got a bit of a husk tonight. I've been a bit husky recently, but I hope it's not affected me too badly. And
no, honestly, you've sounded incredible tonight, man. Yeah, you've sounded really good. I think you've had a lot of positive love and positive feedback in the comments and stuff, which is awesome. Any sort of final words you want to sign off with? Anything you want to sort of promote, plug, talk about quickly before we round off the show?
If you haven't, please give the page a follow. Love to see you guys and talk to you.
Great.
Watch the videos. And I hope every one of you who watches this keeps safe and looks after each other and all the rest of it.
Very good,
Thanks
mate.
so much for watching.
That's awesome. Thank you, Sean, mate. I really appreciate you taking the time out to hang out with me.
Mate.
I'll see you very soon. If not,
Bye.
I'll see you soon, man. Take care. Thank you so much for tuning, everyone. What a great night. Sean, what a talent. He's absolutely incredible. If you do get a second to give him a like, a follow on Instagram, it'll make his day, because he obviously is trying to build an audience and get his music heard, and it's obviously definitely worth listening to. He, as you heard tonight, he's an extremely entertaining and talented musician. Let's have a look what he's in there. Definitely up there. Yeah, I quite agree. You're definitely up there with all the best. Yeah, brilliant. I don't know what else to say other than if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you've already subscribed, thank you very much for your continued support. Tomorrow is 100 streams. Oh my God, 100 nights of live streaming. That's just absolutely insane. Yeah. I don't know. I'll see you all tomorrow, I guess, at 7. And keep sharing the Assembly Point poster. The festival is fast approaching. And yeah, great. I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, guys.